Adesua stepped into the dim, cramped room and greeted Babatunde's parents. The headmistress, Mrs. Oladale, had arranged the meeting. "This is Miss Adesua," Mrs. Oladale said. "She is a copper and she teaches in Babatunde's old class." The Kosokos stared at their visitors, puzzled by the unexpected visit. Mrs. Oladale nodded at Adesua.
"I have seen Babatunde."
And she took a deep breath. "I have seen Babatunde."
Which Babatunde?
You could have heard a pin drop in the room. Babatunde's father spoke first. "Which Babatunde?" "Your son. I have been with him these past few weeks." Babatunde's mother stared at Adesua, then at Mrs. Oladele. A tear trickled down her cheek. "My son is dead," she said softly. "Is this a joke?" the father demanded. "Please, I know this sounds crazy, but listen." Adesua explained everything. How she had noticed Babatunde in class, his quiet sadness, how they had grown close over extra lessons after school. When she finished, there was only silence. Then Mr. Kosoko pointed to the door. "Out. I don't know what kind of sick joke this is, but my wife and I do not need old wounds reopened." Mrs. Kosoko was crying softly. Mrs. Oladel sighed. "Let's go, Adesua." Then all at once Adesua felt him. She looked back. There he was, sitting in the corner, clutching his books. "He is here," she said softly, pointing, sitting on the floor by the door. The others looked, but they could not see him. A soft breeze stirred bits of paper across the floor and the window creaked, startling them all. Adesua walked over to the boy and knelt beside him. "Is there anything you want to say to your parents?" Babatunde looked up at her, and his face twisted. "Yes."
"Tell my mommy that she will never use her back to carry a child. She will not use her breast to suckle one. I will never allow another child to suffer the way I did. They can keep trying if they want, but it won't work. I stopped the first 3. I will stop this one too."
Adesua's hand flew to her mouth. She looked at the others. They had gone rigid, silent. The anger drained from Mr. Kosko's face and replaced with confusion. "Babatunde, I cannot tell them that. Tell us what he said," Mr. Kosko said quietly. Adesua shivered despite the thick, humid air. She swallowed hard and gave them the message. Mrs. Kosoko began weeping. Mr. Kosoko stared at Adesua. "Nobody knows about the 3 miscarriages, just me and my wife." "Babatunde told me, sir." "Wait, he is saying more." Babatunde's face was like thunder as he spoke, and Adesua relayed every word. He told her how wretched his life had truly been. Each morning his father went to the river to fish, and his mother prepared breakfast, usually a piece of yam with palm oil, before dropping him at Mama Ola's house. "Please watch over him until evening," she would say. But no sooner was she gone than Mama Ola, a truly cruel woman, would snatch the yam from him and hand it to her own children. She asks me to watch the brat,
her child, but gives me no money to do so,"
Mama Ola would mutter. "Go and stay under the table. I don't want to see or hear from you until your mother comes back." Babatunde would scurry under the table and watch as Mama Ola and her daughters ate his food. When his mother returned each evening, she would always ask, "I hope you've eaten?" And too scared to say otherwise, he would nod. She would smile and say, "Don't worry, this won't last long. Once we've saved enough, you'll go back to school properly." One morning, as his mother prepared his yam, Babatunde looked up at her. "I feel ill, Mama. Take me with you today." "Babatunde, my son, I sit outside in the sun and the rain. There are things that happen in that market a young boy shouldn't see." She felt his forehead and frowned. He did have a fever. She gave him medicine and took him to Mama Ola's as always. "Please, take care of him. He isn't feeling well." "I'll come back early," his mother said. The moment she was gone, Mama Ola turned on him. "Quick, under the table, and bring that yam." Babatunde shivered beneath the table, coughing, weak, hungry, and exhausted. Eventually he lay down and slept. He never woke up. "So you see, Adesua," Babatunde said, "they do not deserve mercy. They are not fit to be parents." Adesua relayed his story, her voice breaking. Mrs. Kosoko was wailing now, and Mrs. Oladele bowed her head, weeping softly. "I didn't know," she whispered. I didn't
I
know.
didn't know. I thought
I
Mama
thought
Ola
Mama
was
Ola
a
was a
good
good
woman.
I had
Oh,
no
my
idea.
dear. I didn't
Mr.
know.
Costco rose slowly from his seat. He seemed to have aged 30 years in 30 minutes. Where is he? He walked to where Adesua had pointed and lowered himself to the ground. Babatunde, my grandfather, if we have sinned against you, forgive us. We are poor, we are unlearned, we knew no better. But we have love to give. Please forgive me, Baba. His voice cracked. You were born days after my father died, and you came with the same ringworm scar he carried, and his father before him. That is why we named you Babatunde. The father has returned. If you will not pity me, then pity your mother. The toll on her body is unbearable. Please, father. He wept. Babatunde's face softened. He turned to Adesua. Thank you,
Ma.
he said quietly. Then he rose and walked through the door, leaving his tattered books behind on the floor. Adesua picked them up and placed them gently in Mr. Kosoko's hands. He clutched them to his chest, still weeping. Then a piercing shriek cut through the room. It was Mrs. Kosoko. I am bleeding. My baby. God, please, not again. I cannot take it again. Mr. Kosoko, Adesua, and Mrs. Oladele sat in stunned silence in the hospital waiting room until the doctor finally approached them. Congratulations, mother and baby are alive and well. Mr. Kosoko cried out in relief. Minutes later, they stood together in the maternity room. The baby was beautiful, a full head of hair and a loud, healthy cry. The first thing Mr. Kosoko did was check the child's forearm. There it was, the same ringworm scar. My father has returned, he whispered. Then he turned to Adesua. Thank you,